This week, You and the Law, attorney Kara Buscaglia talked about how town courts work and the potential penalties for a guilty verdict. Here's WBFO's Mike Desmond.
Do clients come in and say, what do you mean I can be sent to prison in town court?
They certainly do. Town court has a stigma of being a town court in that it's not a real court or not a serious court, and that there aren't real consequences when you're brought into town court, and that's completely false and untrue. There are real consequences, and any arrest that comes through a town, whether it's a felony, misdemeanor, or violation, goes in front of the town judge before being transferred to Superior Court. So there are severe penalties that can occur. You can get up to 2 years in jail in a local court.
Felony cases will probably be transferred to county court or Supreme Court if there's a grand jury indictment or something like that. But what cases stay in town court?
Well, any felony that the district attorney's office determines is not of a serious enough nature to be presented to the grand jury would be reduced to a misdemeanor and remain in the court. So there are often times that, let's say, a burglary comes into the court and they say, no, this isn't really a burglary, it's more of a petty larceny and a trespass. They will keep it in the town court. But the other cases that stay there are misdemeanor charges that start as misdemeanors, so petty larcenies, drug cases that are of minor weight, DWIs, assaults, things like that come into the court and remain in that court and are handled there, and they can be of serious nature.
Would the decision in, say, Buffalo City Court be different as to what's a major case as a judge looks at the facts in a particular case than it would be in a town court?
No, actually, Buffalo City Court and town courts are of the same level and handle the exact same cases. Buffalo City Court obviously has a larger jurisdiction, so there's more volume, but as far as cases, Buffalo City Court and town courts are of the same level.
So you have to explain to a client that we're going to have a jury trial here in Hamburg Town Court.
Exactly. And in fact, when I was a prosecutor, I did have a jury trial in Hamburg on a boating case. I've had DWI jury trials in Amherst Town Court. I've tried assault jury trials in Town of Tonawanda Court. So I've had several jury trials on the town level and the village level, and it's treated the exact same way as any other jury trial. The community, the citizens come in, you pick your jury, you have your trial, and there's a decision. And oftentimes after a jury trial, there is jail time or probation.
Don't touch the computer.
How big is the jury?
The pool?
No, I mean the actual jury for a case in town court.
12.
It is 12.
Yes.
Do jurors look at a case differently because they don't go down into majestic old county hall, they come to town court? When you are cross-examining jurors to be on a jury, do they look at a case differently?
Certainly, and I've had a lot of friends and family say, I got a jury summons, but I'm supposed to go to Amherst Court. Why is that? They don't understand that countywide you can go downtown and be in the county jury pool, or you can be in the local pool, Amherst, Tonawanda, whatever jurisdiction you're in. It just depends on where they need the jury. Now, it's less common, obviously. There aren't as many jury trials in the towns, but it certainly does happen, and citizens are usually a little surprised that they get their summons to go to the town court.
Do cases move more swiftly in a town court?
Yes and no. It depends on the case. Oftentimes, the minor crimes do move very quickly. If it's of a more serious nature, if it is leading to a jury trial, sometimes it can take 9 months to schedule a jury trial. And depending on whether your client's in custody or not at that time, their sentence may be up by the time a jury trial is scheduled, which is crazy to think about, but sometimes that's what happens. So by the time you get to the jury trial, you have served your time.
Is there any particular difference in the makeup of cases that goes through a town court or a city court? We have several city courts besides Buffalo in Erie County.
The cases are the same. It just depends on what jurisdiction you're arrested in. I will say that there are certain crimes that are more common in the town courts as opposed to Buffalo City Court. There is a lot more DWI. There is a lot more serious drug cases coming out to the town that you used to just find in Buffalo City Court, but is making their way out to the suburbs. But DWIs are a large problem in the town courts, especially the larger town courts.
Today here on You and the Law, attorney Kara Buscaglia has been here, and we've been talking about town courts. I'm Mike Desmond, WBFO News.
Support for WBFO